Sleepers Podcast, Tuesday, October 14th, or as Carter Elliott calls it, the losing podcast. You're in hell. You're sad right now. In a Zeke the Wonder Dog shirt, though.
Yeah, because I feel like Zeke the Wonder Dog is the only happy Michigan State figure currently in my life. I watched my baseball team from 8 to 2 a.m. on Friday, where I felt the need that there was a shot that had to be taken every single inning to get my team to win. We ended up losing with the main hitters in my lineup, or the hitters not named Kerry Carpenter, going 2 for 97 at the plate. Then I woke up Saturday noon, had to get a good game in Michigan State. Tough one last week. Hopefully in a bounce back spot. Obviously, 8.5 point favorites at home, homecoming for Michigan State against a UCLA team with an offensive coordinator who couldn't even get his headset to work last week, and gets more pub than the guy who actually took over as the interim coach of the team. We got dog walked. That's really, really tough. But hey, the Lions got me on Sunday. My guys got me. My boys got me at Arrowhead. They can make it all happen. No. We lose that game. My starting safety is punching other players, probably going to get suspended. Just went 3 for 3 in losses in all devastating fashion, Gregory. But hey, at least I got you, Stink.
Well, I'm happy to be here with you. Yeah, I'm also devastated. I think we did our part in the Tigers game, at least the 15-inning debacle. I can at least separate my devastation from that with that was a really crazy all-timer baseball game. And do we want to do a little Tigers rehash? It feels, if that was the number one thing I was mad about, I'd love to banter about that right now. But now I'm just sad about the Lions and Michigan State football. And I mean, shit, even Michigan football. Maybe did that cheer you up? Michigan getting dog walked at USC at all?
Not really.
Yeah, that's how I can tell you're real sad when you don't even, that doesn't register at all. It doesn't get it jumping a little.
No, it did. Unfortunately, it did not move.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking. Is it too early for me to do a quick little Tigers rehash here?
I don't think so.
No one likes this take from me at all. And I know you know it, but it's a genuine take. It's time to move on from Tarek Skubal.
Mm.
It's time to move on from Tarek Skubal, and nobody likes that. I would love nothing more than to sign Tarek Skubal for 12 years. Here's the thing, though. He doesn't want to play here.
Mm.
Why would he want to play here? Have you seen the lineups we've given him? I don't blame him. But have you noticed that anytime anyone's asked about this, our GM is just yeah, I mean, we can't comment on, it's a two-way street. I can't speak for our players. And then Tarek's just yeah, I don't know. Thank you, Detroit. I don't know. We'll see what comes. He doesn't want to be here. I'm sorry, but for the guy that doesn't want to be here to not throw 100 pitches and leave a game with a smile on his face with a 1-run lead going into the 7th, it's weird. I've never seen a performance that is all-time historically special dominant, and I'm also left being how could you not give us more? But that's how I feel. He could have pitched the 7th. And if you listen to Hinch is yeah, he told me he was done. Skubal didn't want to go out for the 7th in a game we needed him to go out for the 7th. And you lose because of it. And he's giggling in the locker room for the next 8 innings. We've now lost 4 of his 5 starts in the playoffs in the ALDS round, going back to last year. I mean, we lose to Cleveland because he gives up a grand slam. He's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. He let a 300-pound dude with 30 steals on the season just take third for no reason. Gave us a run. The guy needs to be brilliant, and he's been great. He hasn't been brilliant. His durability is a question. So it's led me to this, Cart. I want him gone. I think the writing is on the wall here. He's going to leave. And again, I would love nothing more than to watch that guy for 12 years. He's the best pitcher I've ever seen. But I don't think you can give that level of that contract to a guy that can't get you 7 innings guaranteed in a playoff game. I don't think you can do that. And if he was too gassed to go 7 innings, 110 pitches, we can't give you a contract. So for me, this is a situation we've seen before, Cart. This is Matt Stafford. And I loved Matt Stafford. I
But it's different.
rioted when we
But it's
traded for
different
Stafford.
though,
Why is it different?
because we're not gonna get anything for Scooble.
I disagree. I
Wait,
disagree.
can we? Me. I'm not like. Isn't he a free agent?
No, we have another year.
Oh, so we can trade him.
Yes, it's either it would be let play him one more full season and we lose him for nothing, or we can wait till the deadline, or we can trade him this offseason. Regardless, if we field offers for him, it's going to be the biggest trade package a team has gotten in 20 years.
Hmm.
Like we could literally get the biggest trade package anyone has ever gotten for a baseball player.
Could we get guys that hit?
Yeah, I'd take four of those. That's but like seriously, I think it's the exact same situation. You had a superstar that's incredible that obviously you wish you could win it all with. You're not ever going to win it all with Matt Stafford and a terrible roster. He can drag you to the playoffs, and then when you get there, you're not going to have enough. That's what we've just watched is like the two Matt Stafford playoff runs he made, where they lose immediately. We've just watched those 2 seasons in a row, and we can either sit on it, like we might need a new regime, we might need a lot of new shit.
I was just gonna say, when's like the coaching? Because like the Lions got the new GM, they had a new GM, like new coaching staff that all made the moves.
I don't love the GM of the Tigers at all, Scott Harris, but I stand by Hinch. I think Hinch is the guy. I think he pulled a lot of good strings this year. I didn't love the subs in Game 5, and he should have forced Scooble back out there. I'm sorry, that's crazy, but yeah, ultimately, I don't know. I think that's the move they need. They need to trade Scoob for like one proven starting pitcher and five prospects and good like ready prospects. Don't give me prospects that are 5 years away. But like we could get an entire lineup for trading Tarek Skubal. Still have a good staff outside of Scoob right now. Still got money to spend. I think literally it's the golf trade. That's what this team could do by trading Skubal. No one wants to hear that, but it's where I'm at. The dude he couldn't give us 7 innings, man. If he gets us to the seventh, Will Vest throws the final two. We win the game 2-1. It's crazy.
Yeah. Also, he's just not. He's leaving.
Right. He doesn't want to be here.
Right. So like, if that's what it is, the decision's easy. Get something for him.
And let's be clear, he does like that is what it is. He doesn't
Oh
want,
yeah, yeah. He wants to leave.
and I don't even blame him. I don't like. Why would you want to play with Riley Green when you could go play in New York, man?
I hate Riley Green, man.
That's still my guy. I know that's not a good take, but
I mean, dude, I'm not a baseball guy, but those at bats were disgusting.
yeah, they all had chances. That's the killer part. On the bright side, Carp's a legend.
I love Carp.
I mean, he was more impressive than Scooble. He reached base 6 straight times in a game 5.
Yeah, we just need to get a guy like Carp is our Amon Ra. We drafted him, we're stinking it up, but like he's an underdog.
Heartbreaking. Congrats to the Mariners. Big dumpers homering in game 1. Mariners with a lead now. So we'll see where this goes. Should we move on, Cart? Do you have a YouTube comment of the day for us?
I do. This one comes from Toontown. He says Banks, Mariner Waddell, and Leon Dumper Jr. Elliott. All love from Seattle. That was an amazing series. Had you won, I would have joined y'all in rooting for the Tigers.
Mm. That hurts, but thank you.
Shout out to the Mariners. They won game 1, didn't they?
They did. Yeah, I said this before game 5. Maybe I jinxed it. The Mariners are really hard to hate. I really like that team. Cal Raleig's the only thing I don't like on their team, but everybody else is just fun and good.
Fair.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
Also, hand up of accountability. I need you to rule on this. So I did a camaraderie play before game 5. I sent all the next gen Tigers fans in the Discord money for pizza.
Oh.
And then I didn't order pizza. I said, we're all ordering pizza. Let's do it. They all sent me pictures of their pizza. I gave them all $30 each to order pizza. And then I didn't order pizza. So
Why didn't
is that loss on me?
why didn't you order pizza?
Just wasn't hungry.
I think we did more than enough for that game.
Okay. In the back of my mind, if I order pizza, it's a 2-1 win and Scoop will go 7.
Now, I think there's some things that could have went different in your household if we want to bring that up.
Yeah, let's talk about it. You want to say it?
No, not my
I think you
place, not
should
my
say it.
household.
I think
Not
you
my
should say
household.
I think it is your place. What's mine is yours.
We're in hell and Mal went to bed.
After offline before we were FaceTiming, 10 minutes of me telling her if she goes to bed, we lose.
Yeah. And I kid you not, the minute her head touched that pillow, we gave up a run.
Tie game. Yeah. It's heartbreaking.
Damn it, man. We really watched that from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. I was also dying Saturday, my brother in Christ.
Oh, me too. Bright side, it was fun.
It was a lot of
Like
fun.
there's not many things in life that are more fun than you and me, like on FaceTime in a big game, like trying to will our team to a
Bro,
win.
and we're like, oh, we lost this game. All of a sudden, we just break out a double play out of nowhere. Like they can't get a bunt down. Like we're just fighting for our lives.
Playoff baseball is the best, man. Hey, I enjoyed it. I know most of our fan base was miserable being in that game, but
It was
I mean,
fun. It was fun. I tweeted though. I was chomping at the bit for Meadows or Colt Keith to just get one more shot at it, man. They were due.
I'm still pissed they didn't pinch hit Wenzel. But all right, well, let's move on. Discord time. You got any comments for us?
Yeah, of course I do. If you tell me where you left off, because you did Friday.
Oh yeah, I sure did, didn't I? Hmm.
Yep.
Let's see here. Probably, I'm guessing we start with Malik today based on what I'm seeing right now. But War Chant on 10/10, 3:27 p.m.
On it. War chant. Under Underwood, there have been lots of international players throughout starting year one with Gorgie and increasing as time has gone on. In the Underwood alumni game, USA players versus international, who wins? Seems crazy to think a team with Io and TSJ doesn't boat race the international guys, but then you have to consider that Kofi, amongst others, is on the other side. It's closer than you would think.
Yeah, I think I misspoke. People were mad at me in one of the Illinois videos. I was the when Brad said international players try harder, I was like, you've coached like what, three international players before now,
Mhm.
really? And they were like, well, he's had a bunch. He had Georgie. He had Alfonso Plummer. He's international. Like, okay.
Yeah, a lot of guys getting the international tab here, like Kofi wasn't playing basketball in Brooklyn.
It's still
Um,
7% of the players you've coached at Illinois. Like it's not, yeah.
Give me everyday USA guys. Team Everyday USA. War Chant once again. I love that Coach Underwood is very honest, but he often says things that shouldn't be said. Not happy about his cares more comment about international players at all. The best teams in program history had the state of Illinois products that cared in a way international guys just can't grasp. Just watch how IOD and the Flying Illini talk about it. Do you think this hurts Illinois recruiting wise? If you were Whitman, would you address this with Brad?
I don't think it hurts.
Yeah, you'll be fine. And I don't think Whitman's in a place to even address that
I
with
don't
him.
think recruits listen to what Brad Underwood's saying. Truly.
That, that's quite the take.
Is it?
Like
I'm
a
talking like
recruit,
at Big Ten, like when Brad goes and does his like salesman stuff. Like, I don't think recruits are like locked in on what Brad Underwood's saying at media day.
yeah, probably not media. Yeah, I would say like media day. They're not like carrying that with them
Yeah.
for sure. Malik, are we going to get a Tanner BS meter video anytime soon? Because I think he would kill it. Great hire, Greg.
I love Tanner. Yeah, Tanner's going to be back. I think he's doing the full episode next week. We can insist that that's a segment on it because people seem to love it.
Yeah, fast shout out to Tano. Malik, well, it's with sad voice I must say Joe Bugner has passed away at the age of 75, the former heavyweight champion living in Australia. You want to move there, right, Greg? Are you framing me this for this one as well, Greg? Because I have been stateside for years.
Are there just like, do you get alerts every time a wrestler dies? And are wrestlers just dying every day? Do we have a wrestler death epidemic?
Are you sure it's not a boxer?
I don't know. Malik every day it seems like comes with a new, well, sad to share, 74-year-old ring guy dead.
Ring. That's great. Malik, once again, if MSU basketball team is better than last year's 10 players, what's their floor and ceiling?
If they're better,
They're better than they win the Big Ten again?
I mean, yeah, if they're better than last year, I would think they win the Big Ten.
Yeah. Unless I read that wrong. Sometimes in those ones, Malik, your grammar works against you more than it does in other ones. Let's see here. Malik says, I think this year's team has more to offer physically, which might help the team be better. Jesse, I think, is better than Big Goof. Ward is better than Booker. Tang and Scott are better than Fiddle. We lost a lot on the defensive end, which is the main question. Offense might be way better shooting wise.
Possible.
I just don't know where that shooting's coming from. That's the only thing I'll say.
Kurtang.
Uh, Malik, I have to give Sleepers Media some praise. You guys make a lot of videos for us loyal fans. Hope you guys know we appreciate it. Thanks, Malik. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Warchant says Maui keeps getting worse. Will it ever cycle back to being a premier event?
No, I think the players there killed it.
Yeah, and also I have a theory that they don't want it to be great again. The passion was lost when we lost Bill Walton. That's
Yeah,
really what it was.
I
It
see that.
ain't the same without Bill. He is Maui, unfortunately. Miss you, Bill. Your Serbian boiler. Oklahoma beat Texas Tech 89 to 87 in a secret scrimmage. Use your abundant storytelling abilities to break down what might have happened.
Love this. Can do this. Actually, there's not much to say because I don't like this Oklahoma team.
Look, Nigel Pack had a good game apparently. Darion Reed as well. Also, Davis, I think it's Tay Davis, transfer from Notre Dame, had a good game.
They got some names. If JT Toppin and Christian Anderson are losing to them, might not bode well for Texas Tech.
Yeah, I'm big time loser secret scrimmages though.
Yeah, I don't think that tracks historically. Maybe. Maybe.
Remember that year y'all beat Marquette?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm big time. Unless it works against my agenda, it's once again, it's there for you if you want it as a tool. You can use it any way you want to.
We are entering secret scrimmage week though, aren't we? This will
No,
be
we're entering real exhibition week. UConn plays basketball tonight.
let's go.
Come on now.
Let's go.
Um, let's see here. War chant. The Wildcats ended the big game James era at Penn State. Who do you think Penn State can realistically hire? Hearing rumors Adidas is flipping the bill for the buyout. Is this a wise investment for Adidas to make if true? I saw
Uh,
on Twitter that Adidas thing was fake.
yeah, I don't think it's real either. I saw the same tweet, so I would say not real.
Yeah. Um, Realistically, I think they should just make a list of the best coaches in the sport and make them say no.
I like that.
Sonetti's my actual first call, legit.
I like that.
Isaiah from NYC says Carter might be onto something. That Rutgers versus Penn State game might be a dumpster truck. Yeah, it's gonna be nasty. The rest of Penn State's football season is gonna be nasty, nasty work for what it's worth. Um, Isaiah from NYC again. John Rothstein said exhibition games should be televised. Do you agree with that take?
Yes.
Yes, everything should be televised. I want
Yep.
practices televised. Isaiah from NYC. I really think if Syracuse can put it together, that meaning, I'm sorry. I really think if Syracuse can really put it together, that meaning less JJ Starley making him the third option, second option on certain nights, and relying on other guys, they could do damage in the top half of the ACC.
Don't hate it.
I'm mildly interested in Syracuse this year. I'll say that. Isaiah from NYC once again. Everyone, including y'all, shit on the Big East Conference. But if we want to be serious and real for a second, the Big East Conference has dominated this decade in terms of accomplishments. 4 chips in the last 10 years, UConn back to back, and Villanova 2015, 2018. So why so much hate when we've been whooping y'all ass technically?
I don't have the energy or the emotional capacity to respond to that genuinely right now.
I think we're talking about the Big East this season being down. I don't think we've genuinely kind of talked about the Big East in that light. Yeah,
Who's
y'all
the
got the
second best program in the Big East in the last 10 years?
second best.
Yeah. I
Probably
mean, obviously,
Nova,
UConn's incredible. Who's been the second best program in the Big East
Villanova.
in the last 10 years?
Probably they got 2 titles in that time
I guess
span.
that goes back to 60. Okay, let's draw the cutoff after Jay Wright left, last 5 years.
Marquette,
Marquette's been the second best program in that league.
Creighton.
Creighton's been the second best program.
Yeah,
How many Final Fours do Marquette and Creighton have combined in that span?
none.
Ha. Okay.
But they
Like
got
you,
the chance.
what do you want me to take seriously about this league? This is a St. John's fan talking. I've seen more second weekends in 4 years than he has in his life.
Mm.
Jawan Howard was my coach. Like, it's just insane. It's insane.
Truly. War Chant, computers seem to always love Illini basketball during the Underwood era. KenPom initial ranking for this team is crazy high. Why do the computers love Illini so much? My contention is that this year's team is not better than last year's team. Am I wrong about that?
We did a video on this. I agree with you. Go watch our KenPom reaction video to hear our nuanced takes.
Pat Signal sent a comment on behalf of Sleeve. That's not allowed because Sleeve is currently banned, and we will not have you propping up his words. That goes for everybody. Thank you, fam, for tuning in on that one. Vinay says, construct your best college football offense by picking a quarterback, running back room, receiver core, and O-line from four unique teams.
Quarterback's hard because I don't like any quarterbacks this year.
Yeah, tough quarterback here.
Are we presuming full health?
Sure.
Give me Mateer at QB. Give me USC's receiver room. They're nasty.
Oh, they're nasty.
They're nasty. I don't know about backfield or line.
So honestly, O-line, give me. I'll take Ohio State's O line, receivers, USC, running back room.
Probably still Penn State
Probably still. I mean, yeah, Singleton
and Allen.
and Allen are still nasty. Quarterback, probably between. I mean, honestly, USC's Maeva's been really good too. Just keeping with his receivers, or I don't know. I can't even pick. This is a rough quarterback year.
I'd take Mateer or Mendoza, one of the two.
Yeah, that's a fair pick. Let's see here. I Maynard, you guys seem to have a good read on Kurt Cinetti. Does he stay at Indiana or leave for another job? Kind of reminds me of Steve Spurrier, Mac Brown, who did a great, excuse me, who did great at basketball schools, Duke and UNC, and parlayed that into big time jobs, Florida and Texas.
Listen, he said a year ago, why would I leave? It's the emerging power of college football. He meant it. I know we all laughed at that and thought it was bullshit. He's got this team second in the country right now. I don't know if I'd leave. He has all the momentum in the world, all the resources in the world right now. So I think he's going to stay at least 5 years.
I think so too. Like you said, I think your read on win a championship and then move on might be the move.
It might come open where there's a job he can't turn down, but I only think there's two or three he would leave Indiana for, and I don't think they're coming open anytime soon.
Yeah. Aiden, outside of your team, what college basketball game are you most excited for this season?
You know what Sig would do?
What
Leave for the NFL.
you think?
That's what all the biggest ego guys do. But he would win at Indiana first.
Yeah, like what if like the Ravens moved on from Harbaugh and he just was the Ravens coach?
That'd be nasty. Also, have a theory I'd like to unveil right now.
Please.
Signetti's cheating and no one's figured it out yet. It's the
What do you
only thing that
how?
makes sense.
How?
I don't know, but come on. Like, really? We're supposed to buy this is all just genuine?
I mean it's very, very true. Outside of my team, the college basketball game I'm most excited for this season, I'm gonna say Louisville, Kentucky.
Um, Michigan is my team, so I can't do Michigan, Illinois. That's the only game I care about this year.
That's the only game you see.
It's the only game I see, man. Yeah.
Well, you know what? That's the only game you see. It's the only game you see. Isaiah from NYC says we need to get sleepers at Big Ten Media Day next year immediately.
I loved it when we went. It's fun. It's a little bit of a hike to go to. I know it
Yeah.
sounds lazy and excuse, but I don't know. It wasn't really in the cards for us this year. I don't know if it ever will be again, as fun as it is.
Yeah, and we like to be able to make content out of Big Ten Media Day, and like attending there makes it harder to do that, I guess.
Yeah, it would be all for socials, which would be worth it and fun if we did
Yeah.
that. But we'll probably go to one at some point again. Just got to pick
They
the
do it
right
in
one.
Indy again. We might have to go back just because
I only go to Indianapolis for things. Yeah.
Indy rocks for most people, at
Yeah.
least. Sorry, Mark. Your Serbian boiler says Dion needs to add another unit. Purdue basketball has also accomplished the offseason goal of attending a Serbian wedding. Congrats to Sasha.
Mm, congrats.
Love a
Mazel
good
tov.
wedding. I would love to go to a Boilermaker wedding. I want to know what that hits for.
It's probably the same way I feel about Jewish weddings.
Yeah. Shout out to the Luger family. You're a Serbian Boiler. Hypothetical question. If Braden averages the same numbers as last year, 16, 5, 9, and 2, how many more assists would TKR need added on the last year's line, 27, 2, and 1, to overcome Braden in Player of the Year voting? Or do you think that won't happen because people know that Braden is the engine of the team? I ask only because it seems like they're going to try to get TKR to pass more, even if it's just lobs or whatever to the five.
Yeah, there's a world. I don't know what it needs to look like statistically. It's probably more about what Braden's stats look like than TKR's to me.
Yeah, fair. Isaiah from NYC. If Marquette ends up winning 25 plus games with this roster, should Shaka Smart be a lock for National Coach of the Year?
Not lock, because usually there's a mid-major coach that like shocks everybody, but he would be a candidate for sure.
Yeah, I don't think there's a world where he does do that, but we'll see.
That's the
Last one.
second best program in the Big East. And we're talking about if they finish in the top 25, they get coach of the year.
No, no, if Marquette wins 25 plus games.
Oh, got it. Okay. So if
Yeah.
Marquette's just average with the second best program in the conference, and that's the conference I'm supposed to take serious, got it. Okay.
Last one of the day, Just Snacky says, regarding the DeVries family leaving for IU, West Virginia is catching some strays. Most definitely a better program in the last 20 years than IU, and it ain't really close. West Virginia has had six Sweet 16s, two Elite Eights, and one Final Four. IU has had none.
It's the Beeline effect, baby. I mean, come on.
Oh,
Come on. Like, yeah, the greatest coach in college basketball history. Of course, he took that program to success.
I'm sick. I read that. All right, that's it. Done for the day.
Thank you, Discord. Let's hear a word from our sponsor next. Dion, how's your job going?
Beginning of the school year, everything's like a little up and down. One of the biggest issues we've had is we can't find any uniforms for our girls' sports teams.
Mm, that's a difficult thing to find a solution for. I know damn well all about that because I got a daughter that just turned 2. She's into sports and she's already outgrowing every little piece of sports apparel she had. Thankfully, I know Clara Kate Creations. Clara Kate Creations was started by a former high school teacher who quit because it wasn't cost effective to send new twins and a 2-year-old to daycare. She found it easier to make girl sports apparel than finding it to buy. And I am so thankful that she exists because if we have an old shirt of Murph's that she's outgrown, we can send it in and she takes that piece of apparel that means something and upcycles it into an outfit that Murphy can now wear as she grows up. She makes great stuff. It's honestly kind of like your fullback's wife, Kyle Juszczyk. Is that how you say it? She does that. But honestly, I think Clara Kate's coming for Mrs. Juszczyk's job.
I love that. I'm a big Juice guy, love his wife, love Claire Kate even more than both of them, though.
You can send in your own custom ideas and she will come up with a design. She's just the best. Look up Clara Kate Creations on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and more. Topic number 1 today. It's time to play a game of buy or sell KenPom edition. I'm going to read you a team from KenPom's preseason rankings drop. I want you to tell me will they finish higher or lower than this ranking. We're going to jump around. We're not going to do every team because obviously teams at the very top should obviously finish lower than where they're ranked. But
Mhm.
I'm going to just pick and choose as we go. We'll do about 15 of these. Simple game. We start with Purdue, 3rd. Will they be higher or lower?
Higher,
That one's
higher.
close.
No, higher pretty easily. I think there'll be one or two.
Okay. It's tougher for me than it is for you. As good as I think this Purdue team is, that defensive 29 is sticking out to me relative to all these other teams in the top 20 in both. But I'll say higher, but I'm uncomfortable about it compared to where you are. Kentucky, 4th.
I'm gonna say lower.
Gotta say lower, I think.
Gotta say lower, just because four is so high.
Yeah. I think they finished in the low half of the top 10. But then I can use this as a narrative that Mark Pope always finishes worse than his preseason ranking, even though it's not true. Kentucky at 5.
Even though it's not true. Wait, you said Connecticut? You mean?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. UConn.
You're
UConn
fine.
at
Sorry, you
5.
got big blue on the
I
brain. It
got big
happens.
blue brain right now.
Better than blue. Connecticut. It's weird. Why am I
Yeah.
calling them?
Why do you keep saying
I
that?
don't because it says Connecticut
Just
instead
go
of
with
U.
UConn. Yeah.
Okay, University of Connecticut.
In the
I'm gonna
camper.
say, huh?
Oh, in the camper. And we're talking about the UConn. I'm in Connecticut. Oh. All right.
Then Hurley writes a book now. And they're gonna finish lower. All right. That's a hit. Yeah, lower. I think they finished somewhere like around 8.
Like a week ago, you and I both had UConn finishing the year first in the polls.
So here's the thing. AP and KenPom are different. They're
There's
different.
going to be an 8 spot gap.
Listen, KenPom, it gets the people going.
I got UConn finishing higher than fifth at the end. I think they will finish number one at the end of the
Damn
season.
it.
Illinois at 6.
Lower. I'm sorry.
I think it has to be lower.
It has to be lower. And I like Illinois, but lower.
If it's not lower, Brad Underwood is a wizard.
Brad, if it's lower, Brad Underwood might be National Coach of the Year.
You're a wizard, daddy. Uh,
The Wizard Brad.
Duke at 7's an interesting one.
I have been scared off by Duke.
Yeah, you said they're going to fall.
Yeah, they're gonna free Duke's falling. All right. God, I lost a lot this weekend, Greg. Um, yeah, I got Duke lower. I would say more 15 range.
Whoa! We are going to get clipped by the same Duke account that clips everything negative we ever say about Duke. Hi.
Hey Zion, I like your count.
I don't think it's that low, but I think it's lower than 7th.
God forbid I say a team finishes 15th on KenPom.
That's to Duke. That's a terrible season. Let's jump around a little bit here. Michigan at 11.
Thought you were gonna go like a little Wisconsin pun after there after doing jump around.
Nope. Let's just stay focused for a second.
I
Michigan at
can't.
11.
I lost a lot this
I
weekend.
know.
I am gonna say I got a theory that Michigan's gonna take a while to get going to their full form, but like the full form is gonna be nasty. So I'm gonna say lower slightly.
Okay, I'm going higher. I buy top 10 for this team. I don't think it's super high, but I think it's higher than 11th.
Good deal.
Louisville 14.
Higher. Louisville will be a top 10 team in the country.
It should be higher. What if the defense is bad? KenPom says the defense is going to be bad.
Yeah, but just I think it's gonna be better than it says it's gonna be.
I'll go
What's he have them at defensively?
38.
38th? Maybe that's kind of a little bit more true than I think.
All right, I have an official answer. I'm going lower. I think Louisville is Purdue from last season.
Wow.
And Purdue last season finished 15th on KenPom. So give me slightly lower for Louisville because I think they're going to have no defense at all.
All right.
All right. How about St. John's at 16?
Oh,
Even if we're skeptical, I think this has to be higher.
yeah, yeah. That even feels low for what I look at as St. John's.
I'm going to go higher for St. John's. BYU at 18, higher, 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 higher.
Higher, 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 higher. No Creed, higher.
Kansas at 21.
Ooh.
This is basically, do you buy it or do you not? And I like it.
I buy it, so higher.
You're going higher. You think this is a top 20 team at the end of the season?
Yeah.
I'm going lower. I think this is the year where there's serious Bill Self questions at the end of it.
Even with all the recruiting momentum.
He's putting way too much on the shoulders of one kid. That never goes well when a program does that ever.
His crib.
Going lower. Michigan State 25.
Higher.
How much higher?
I think they end up in like 17, 14, between 14 and 17.
And where do you have Michigan finishing? You said they're lower than 11th.
Well, I think they're gonna take a while to get going. That's the thing.
Well, right, but I don't care how they. I don't care about the context. You have Michigan State 14th at the end of the year, and you have Michigan lower than 11th. So where's
Yeah,
Michigan?
12.
Okay, interesting. I'll go higher. Higher. Ohio
I,
State at 27th.
no, kiss my ass. How higher?
Not much higher.
Well, it's not much.
23.
Okay. like that.
It's the 70th best roster in the sport. They get a 50 spot ISO bump. Ohio State at 27.
Higher.
Lower. Yuck. Diebler. You're really in on the Buckeyes, aren't you?
Yeah, you're the Diebler. You're Bruce Thornton.
You're the Diebler. Indiana at 40?
I think they higher slightly. That seems super low.
Going lower. I think this is mid 40s.
Ugh.
It's icky. Icky little year one.
Sorry, Doc.
Icky. Iowa at 46. Ben McCollum.
Well, second best coach in the sport.
Ben McLoss column. More like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I'm going lower. I think Iowa's gonna be bad after that secret scrimmage result.
Yeah, me too. I like to react lower.
And we skipped one. North Carolina at 33.
Higher.
I'll go higher.
Higher. Higher to the point where I think they're around 20.
If Riley Davis was here, I would sing a Creed cover. Topic two, I think, was a prompt from T. Steffi in the Discord that I liked, and we missed this for like a month somehow. So we're gonna go through the KenPom top 10. And we're gonna stop conveniently at 10 so we don't have to give an answer for Michigan. And I want to come up with the reason that this team will finish outside. Well, let's not frame it that way. Not that they'll finish outside the top 10, but what's the reason their season fails?
Okay.
Makes sense? Basically, what is the biggest reason this team doesn't do what they're setting out to do?
Okay. Good deal.
Starting with Houston.
I'm going to say Sinak's not what he's supposed to be.
Mm.
You could say freshman class as a whole.
I think I'm going to say youth. I think like 60% of your best five players being freshmen is not something you normally get from a Kelvin Sampson team. And I think inexperience will come back to bite them at some point.
That's fair.
Next up is Florida.
Hmm. Guard fit.
So you don't think Flandon Lee works?
I think it should. I believe it will. I think that would be the downfall because you combine that with I don't think they have much guard depth. It's a lot on those two.
Okay, I think the three big thing is a total failure. I think Haw at the three will look like Jaron Stevenson at the three for Bama.
Ugh,
They'll have to go completely away from it, and then guys are going to be pissed because they came back for a role they're not playing.
yuck.
Also, Instagram.
That's always a factor.
Next up is Purdue.
Hmm. The defense still isn't fixed.
So I think it's going to be better enough that it can't be the answer, but I think that's what 90% of people's answer would be. I'm going to give a unique one that I'm almost afraid to say out loud. Pressure.
There's a lot of pressure.
I think there is a lot being put on these guys.
Mhm.
And the fact, like in Indy, too, like there's so much. This has to be the year. I think almost any team in college basketball history would crack under that type of lens.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Kentucky.
Oh, I actually think it sucks to do this, but I do think a lot of it is what Quaintance is.
JQ's health.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
if he's not like I mean, like you stated before, like he was on a bad Arizona State team, and this is not there's some definitely holes as part of his game. I don't believe in any of the other front court players, at least at the
Okay.
center spot.
I'll go a different reason just for the sake of being different. Jalen Lowe's efficiency doesn't take the leap it needs. And he's like just a volume, inefficient guy, and you can't win with that at the highest level.
Yeah.
UConn, fifth.
So I don't want to say point guard play because I think Malachi Smith covers that. Ryby's been lacking, so I think it's Terrace being if Terrace doesn't take a leap. If he's the same Terrace, then I think they take a step back.
He said
From
it,
what I-
not me. But my answer I think the perimeter defense is still as bad as it was last year. You're still trying to play ball like a Mullins type and Caravan together, and I don't think that works guarding wings.
Fair.
I'm going with that. Illinois.
Uh, could I say the Abyssinian brothers not working together?
Yeah, you could.
I think I'll go with that.
You could. Um, for lack of a better way to say this, goofiness. I think this team's locker room most reminds me of the Matthew Meyer year, where everyone was just like half serious about the whole season.
That's it does kind of feel like that a little
Like
bit.
you listen to any of these guys talk, Boswell's like, "Yeah, it was a movie. I went to Greece. We just clicked like this because we're so goofy." The Ivisiches, they're idiots. Like it's just one after another, like immature thing going on right now. I don't love it.
Yeah, I like it.
I don't love it. Duke,
Guard play,
point guard,
more specifically point guard.
point guard. Okay, I'm good with that. I don't have a different one for Duke. Gonzaga.
Um, I don't want to say guard play for every. I'm gonna say Braden Smith specifically. I think a lot of what Gonzaga does is they just had great point guard play, even in like the up and down times. Like that has been a position that's been held down, and there's a lot put on Braden Smith being a really good point guard for this team.
I think it's shooting for Gonzaga. Braden Smith was 31% last time he played. Grant Foster, if he plays, 23%. Jalen Warley, 14%. I think you brought in a bunch of bad shooters this year. It's not going to be good. Two
Good.
more. Tennessee.
Rick Barnes,
Yeah, that's probably a good answer.
but in this light, dog Jacoby Gillespie might be one of the best guards in the country, and you had that. If you're just gonna try to like Nate Ament KD you and it doesn't look good, then I think that's the downfall.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Um, I guess I'm going to say they're too top heavy. I think they're going to be like Gillespie, Ament, and like no secondary guys,
Hmm.
and that scares me.
Yeah, that's
But
fair.
I'm starting to buy Tennessee the closer we get to the season. I'm like, screw.
Whoa.
Gillespie had like 36 in a
Yeah, he's
scrimmage or
nice.
something.
He's
He's
nasty.
crazy. And then lastly, UCLA. Got to be the center spot.
Center spot or Nicholas Edward Cronin the seventh.
I'm going to go with the center spot. I think they actually want Xavier Booker to start at center, and that's funny. Third topic today, we are going to take a look at a list from the field of 68, a list from our one and only Rob Doster, who put this list together, I think, on behalf of On3 and some of the new work that they're doing with On3 in the field of 68. So, shout out to both those great platforms. But it's the top 10 Big Ten freshmen. This is Doster's list. We know this is Doster's list because Doster texted us and asked us our thoughts on this list. To my iCart, Rob did what Rob typically would do with us. He just ignored us when we provided a very minor bit of feedback, roughly 6 hours after Rob asked for it. So shout out to you, Rob. Let's go through his list and then we can nitpick it and or give our thoughts on what we would change. He had Hans Steinbach 1, Trey McKinney, Michigan 2, Caden Mingo 3, Darius Adams 4, Keaton Wagler, hype, up to 5, Omer Meyer from Purdue at 6, Elijah Arenas, who isn't going to play much, at 7, Cam Ward, Michigan State at 8, Mihailo Petrovic at 9, and then Matthew Grulicic from Ohio State at 10. What would you change here?
I think the one that sticks out right away is I think Mahalo's done enough and we've seen enough at a very good league overseas. And given that, also like age-wise, he's not a typical freshman because this is a freshman, not newcomer thing, right?
Is he a freshman? I thought if he got eligible, he was going to be like a junior.
Who knows? But I think he might be a freshman, man.
If he gets freshman eligibility, that's insane.
It is insane. But if we stay true to it, then that would be the one that immediately should be higher.
If we are defining him as a freshman, I agree. Even if Wagler's awesome, would you put Wagler ahead of Petrovic?
N- I want to say no, but
Not for
also like,
this year, I don't think.
yeah, I just think given also like we've seen kind of what it looks like. What Petrovic was an MVP in the Adriatic League, which is not a shit league. So,
Yeah. What would your top five look if you made this list? Look like?
mm, hold on. So I heard you. I just want to make sure I actually review this, have this list in front of me as I'm doing
I can
this.
do mine while you work through it. I like Steinbach first. I think that's a
Okay.
good answer. I like McKennie second. I think that's a good answer. I like Caden Mingo third. I think that's a good answer. I like Darius Adams fourth. I think that's a good answer. I would put Cam Ward from Michigan State fifth.
Mm, I think I would go Steinbach, McKennie. So you wouldn't have Mahalo in your top five?
I'm not counting him a freshman.
Okay, that's
I'm
fair.
just I the guy he's isn't he 21?
22, I think.
Like you, what are we doing? I don't think he's supposed to be a freshman if he gets
Yeah. I
eligible.
did like that Dowser put a foreign dude from Ohio State. I also don't think
Rulicic,
that he's an actual freshman.
you think that's a fake name?
No, I saw his film because I'm a Buckeye guy.
Oh.
He's got some shit to him.
I thought you were saying I don't think he's an actual human.
Oh no, he's real. I can
Got it.
confirm. So I think I go Steinbach, McKennie. Ooh, Omer, Omer Adams, Cam Ward.
I don't know if I'm just falling for the lack of offseason buzz, but I'm dropping Omer in everything right now. I think I'm falling for it. I don't want to fall for it because I love him, but yeah, that like putting Omer sixth in this group to me thinks you're gonna play him a ton, and I doesn't sound like Purdue plans to play him a ton.
Yeah, I'm falling.
You're falling back into it. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Trey Thompson from Iowa, I thought would get a shout here too.
yeah. I thought he could get a shot
Big
here.
class.
God, I don't know how much he's gonna play, but I think he's one of the better players on this roster. I think Trent Sisley could find his way on here as well for Indiana.
Trent Singleton, Northwestern, the guy that's probably going to start and be very good right away.
Yeah, Trey Singleton.
JJ Mandaquit,
Yeah,
Washington. We don't know
also,
what his role is, but that's a good player.
yeah, that's also definitely a good one.
This isn't a top heavy freshman class, but it's deep.
Right. It's like last year you had the big five, which was like Kasparis, Riley, Jace, Derek Queen, and those guys.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's a lot of depth to the Big Ten freshmen.
And that's how I like them. Not very top heavy, but very deep. One big thing presented by Duncan Mechanical Solutions. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. One thing, two-parter here. One, God, I'm a loser. Literally, like could not be a bigger loser. And don't try to give me that like you're rich in life or you're rich in love. No, I'm a loser. Loser. Not a hard R, please, but like I am a loser. And then second, I would like to congratulate. Excuse me. Congratulations to the Purdue Boilermakers. Y'all did it. You are the AP number one preseason team in the poll. And I look forward to the graphic being released. I'm not sure if it's already out yet, but or a video perhaps. But if you want to go ahead and cut this into it, congrats on being the preseason AP number one team.
We've come so far from celebrating being third in the polls in like the third week of the season to now we are the best team in the country. Wow, Purdue, we've done it again. You were ready for that. You had the boiler bucket hat ready to go.
No,
Yeah, impressive. Okay. My one big thing. I'm sad, not because I'm a loser or you're a loser. I'm sad because I used to be a Mahomes guy. And last night I found out that I'm not anymore. And I'm wondering if any other Mahomes guys out there can relate to me on this. It's not fun to watch Patrick Mahomes anymore.
Dion said that when we were on our three-person episode.
Yeah, I don't know if every one of us is going through it at the same time, but like last night I realized I'm not having fun watching Patrick Mahomes anymore. And it's not just because it was my team, but like, I don't know. There's just something about the experience that for 5 years was like incredibly fun and can't miss. And I love rooting for that guy. And now it's like, whiny and floppy and just so like, here, we'll hand it to you. I don't know. I'm not into it right now. And it makes me sad because it used to be my favorite thing to watch for in football.
Damn, Patty.
You don't care.
I'm just glad he's okay after that late hit by Aiden Hutchinson.
That was tough.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be back tomorrow. Actually, we have a surprise for you tomorrow, everybody. Stay tuned.